1, 2, 3. Woo!
We had a legal dispute with an airline and we won. We have to celebrate. We have to celebrate a big way because the battle.
Just pour me one glass. Let me just drink first. Just cool my mind.
What word can I use? It was
stressful.
It was a very stressful process. One thing I would say that I learned, I think the major thing I've learned about this is that at every point in life, especially as an adult, no matter how peaceful you want to be, there is always a battle. So you have to stay battle ready. Watch this video to the end to know what happened. All right. Welcome. Cheers. Camera is not straight though. Anyways, thank you for tuning in. Today we're about to tell you a devastating story. We're not here to give you any happy information. If you've been watching for a while, you might have come across an old video where we traveled from our then home in Newcastle to Birmingham to take a flight to Morocco for a vacation, but we were denied boarding. We were denied boarding because they said we did not have complete documentation. Now, what is the documentation that we didn't have to travel? Did he mention? We had bought our tickets, we had gotten our visa to go to Morocco, we had paid for the hotels, we had paid for the flights, we had done so much. Getting to the airport, this white woman that doesn't know her job just denied us boarding. She just denied us boarding for reasons we still don't know till today. And we stood there asking why. What documentation do we not have to travel? Tell us what documents we are missing here. We kept on asking. She called the police on us. Even the police were confused because we explained to the police and the police understood us. We provided our documents to the police. The police said, so we're not being trouble. We only wanted to travel. We had done everything. But this woman just denied us boarding.
And the next thing she said was, we won't help her pay her mortgage when she's laid off.
Oh, you remember that one?
She said that.
You remember that one? Yes, I mean. So it was very disappointing because not only did we miss our flight, we traveled to Birmingham from Newcastle to take a flight. So after she denied us boarding at the airport, we kept on walking from pillar to post to look for customer service, to look for just some form of assistance. It was RyanAir, by the way. That's the flight we were supposed to take. It was RyanAir. But the lady in question worked for Swissport, which is the ticketing desk. So we kept on looking for a way to travel or an explanation for why we didn't travel. It was very depressing because we had walked. I mean, if you know anything about the UK, you know how Nigerians walk. We had walked and walked. We're not looking for trouble. We just wanted a vacation to ease off the steam. And this woman, for no goddamn reason.
And for context, this was the period the e-visa was introduced. The UK government were moving from physical biometric card to the online biometric card. And almost all the immigrants as at then, including ourselves, we already concluded the whole process to move from physical to the online biometric card. And all our details were on the uk.gov website. And we're explaining this. We even had it printed out, did we not? That this is our biometric card. It is expiring. This happened last year and we still had over a year on the biometric card. But this lady still refused us boarding on the basis that our biometric card is expired.
So, yeah. So here we are at the airport. It is a little past 10, 7 minutes past 10. And how are you feeling?
Frustrated at this point.
She was crying earlier. Yeah, see, it's dark outside. And of course, this time of the year in the UK, it has to get really late before it gets dark. So you can tell that's the airport. Nigerian passports isn't your friend. Nigerian passport isn't your friend at all. This. I'm going to fight because I feel that I was discriminated against. I was abused. And the beginning of a story, beginning of a journey that I'll follow up with, and I'll keep you updated. To be honest, if you have any suggestions, let us know. If you have any way you can support us to fight, let us know.
If you know anybody that's experienced this, or you know something that we could have done differently, Please let us know, because deep down I'm still questioning a part of my brain that what did we do wrong?
1 year later.
Please, oh, hold it well before your guy comes for us. So, I mean, we no big rich. Where do we open from the base? I be the crown. I be what
You're
is
not
it?
holding it well.
Please,
Don't
next time,
touch the body of
hold
Okay, wait.
the
Now let me pour
champagne
the
flute properly
beer
and beg.
first. Right. And
Hold the champagne
sorry.
flute by the
Like
stem.
this.
Thank you.
Oh, we're celebrating. We will now be thinking too much. Anyways,
Akpemi will drag you.
I mean, my. I want to talk about RyanAir because RyanAir as a business, this might even sound like slander, but it's not. RyanAir, they don't care about their customers, their passengers. They've literally built a brand of being rude to their customers on Twitter. You can check it out, or maybe I'll pop up some things on screen.
You saw a couple of tweets.
And I think it's even genius because people who bought RyanAir, they even post with the intention of being trolled. So it is even a successful thing that RyanAir has started for themselves because people complain about bad leg room. People complain about like you can pay for window, but next you see wall without window. People will snap and complain, and RyanAir would respond.
And people even misplace people's luggages.
They do misplace people's luggage a lot.
Even that day at the airport, we met a lady that could not find her luggage.
Yeah, it's true. So there's a whole video explaining RyanAir, and I'll put it in the description of this video. I think knowing about RyanAir would help provide context because they don't care about their customers. They don't care. There's a whole different story knowing about RyanAir. So after this happened, and we're at the airport, it was about 10 p.m. and I just saw my wife really like wanting to cry. We had to go all the way. We had to find a way to go from Birmingham to Newcastle. It was very sad and very annoying. And I determined that these people will not go scot-free. These people will not go scot. I just determined. I know how to chill and just relax.
Because I think the reason why you felt that way was because it's like being cheated. Everything was you had complete travel documents, and they still say no, we're not going to let you fly. So a thing within you will feel like, what's going on? It's unjust.
And when we took leave, wanted to go on vacation, we couldn't go. I mean, that was horrible. Anyway, when we got back to Newcastle, my people, we did everything you could imagine. We mailed RyanAir. We mailed Swissports.
And Birmingham Airport.
We mailed Birmingham Airport. We went on Twitter to disturb all of them. We went on LinkedIn to disturb all of them. As when I say LinkedIn, we go on LinkedIn, search for staff, maybe the MD, head of this. I even mailed UK Human Rights Association thing. My Jesus, and another thing we need to say is that telling people, of course, we did a video about it before, and a lot of Nigerians ended up saying things like, thank God he didn't travel, or who knows what would have happened.
Maybe there's a reason why God delayed or stopped us from flying.
I think I quarreled with someone for saying that, because I think that is rubbish. I think that is absolute rubbish, because if she let us fly, we would have traveled and had a good vacation. She was not saving us from anything. There was no crash that happened that period. It was just an absolute negligent staff of Swissports that messed our day up. Anyway, this is not a sad story because we got paid in the end. Watch to the end because we'll tell you how that happened. So what did you do? What did you do about like when we got home? What did you remember that we did?
So when we got back home, we were really exhausted and tired from the whole ordeal, and we're in our heads we're like trying to understand what we did wrong, what we did not do right to warrant us not being able to go for our vacation. Why did they deny us boarding? So we're trying to understand, is it our fault? Like trying to understand what we did wrong. So we spoke to a couple of people who told them how we denied boarding from Birmingham Airport to Marrakesh in Morocco. And a couple of people said, well, just thank God. There's a reason why God did not allow it to happen. Just give God the glory. Others were like, this is unfair. No, this is bad. Is it because you're an immigrant, or is it because of your weak passport? Then there was my sister-in-law that kept telling us, you need to sue these guys. This is wrong. this is wrong, it's against your human rights, and you need to sue them. I think she was the one that fueled the desire in us, the desire for justice in us. She even gave us a lawyer and all of those things.
And that her lawyer is another idiot. Sorry,
Language.
Yeah. Sorry for my French, but that her lawyer is an idiot because she gave us a lawyer. I mean, her intentions were good. She gave us his number. We called him. We spoke. He said consultation. We should need to pay consultation first, and
£100.
we paid him £100 for consultation. And after I paid him £100, we had one conversation, and in that whole conversation, he was saying things like, RyanAir, they don't really cooperate with people.
They're too frugal.
They're too frugal. It's really a hard sell. And after that conversation, I couldn't reach him again on phone. That was what my £100 was for, to get that kind of feedback. Anyway, my sister also helped me. She advised that I got a counselor because we were really depressed and wondering what was going on. I got a counselor that counseled me, and I also got a note from our hospital about how it has affected my mental health and all of that good stuff.
Because she mentioned that we need all this documentation to buttress what we went through. So yes, so while we're dealing with the whole mental exhaustion from this, we went to see our GP, and they gave us medical attention, and then gave us notes to support all we were going through that period. Now you need to tell them how did you find out about this aviation ADR? No, because from the beginning we didn't know. We're talking to people, no one told us about it, and I'm sure there are many people, your viewers, that they don't know what this aviation ADR is.
Yeah, we'll get to the aviation ADR, but I think it's important to state that every email I sent got a negative response. And one thing that fueled my desire to get this over with is because at the back of our minds, we knew that we're leaving UK soon. And leaving UK ultimately put some relaxation on the whole thing. So I mailed the Birmingham Airport amongst many other people, and I asked for CCTV footage. Because when I mailed RyanAir, they responded saying that I've forgotten the term that they used, but it indirectly would mean that we were confrontational, that we caused problem in the airport, and that's why they called police on us. So I used that information to ask the Birmingham Airport that they should provide CCTV footage, because I don't remember any point where I was confrontational or rude or shouting or whatever. Now, the Birmingham Airport sent us pictures. They sent us images, and the images were very useless. They're extremely useless. This ordeal was very frustrating, because as much as I cannot post the pictures that Birmingham Airport sent us, because when they sent it to us, there was a kind of privacy policy saying that it's for my eyes only. But not to worry, I'll put the picture on ChatGPT and tell ChatGPT to recreate it, because they'll provide a picture of me standing and they just blacked out everything. It's just a small space of me in the middle. What am I going to use that one for? I asked them that I need proof that I was not confrontational. Pictures cannot do it. I need videos. They said that they cannot give me the videos. That if I want to see the videos, I need to come to their office. And remember, we were living in Newcastle, but the issue happened in Birmingham. So it was just a whole lot of frustration for us, left, right, and center. I kept on checking online, Googling. I found one other portal for airline compensation. I put in my details, put in all my details. At the end of it, they said I don't deserve any compensation for what happened.
Like we had many reasons to back out from these things.
Somehow, someway, we thought to contact the Civil Aviation Authority, and though they couldn't help us, they directed us to the Alternative Dispute Resolution Authority for Airlines. Any problem you have with any airline, you want to go straight to Aviation ADR, and there's a portal that you just go in, provide whatever your incident is, and provide all documentation, right? So I found the Aviation ADR. I went in there, put in as much information as I had, put in as much documentation as I had, from our international passports to our visas,
hotel reservations,
everything. And it took a while for the airline to respond. They responded shabbily, in my opinion, saying that we didn't have complete documentation, and by so policy in their code of conduct, they can deny us for not having complete documentation. And once again, They didn't say what what document was missing. And guess what? Whoever the aviation ADR person was ruled in favor of the airline.
Mhm.
The airline has right to deny you boarding if you don't have complete documentation. What documentation is this? It was really getting very frustrating, especially since we're close to leaving the country.
Yeah. I
And
think that period we had like less than 4 months in the United Kingdom.
once again, I went to LinkedIn and found someone who works in aviation ADR and just stated everything that happened, provided documentation. I just, in one message, just wrote the whole thing on LinkedIn, and we got no response. We just moved on with our lives, and we came to UK, and we came to Canada, and just kept on living our lives. And one day, out of the blue, I was just half asleep in midnight. Of course, time difference and all that. I was half asleep in midnight, woke up to pee and whatever, and I just saw there was a mail from someone saying they apologized for the results of the previous case, that they have looked into it again, and yes, whoever decided that RyanAir was right did not go through the case well enough, that they will reopen it. I'm like, because we had forgotten, we had given up. We had given up, and
I think that was months later.
it was soon,
Probably 4 months later, after they closed the case.
yeah, and they reopened the case. All of a sudden, they said, it still took a while, but then they said RyanAir should pay us. They said RyanAir should pay us. They told us the amount, and
for the we're being compensated and for wrongfully denied boarding.
Yeah, wrongfully denied boarding. And they asked us to provide our account number. I provided my account number, and they said RyanAir will pay in 21 business days. We waited for like,
I think 10
10 what?
business days before the money came in.
What are you forgotten? We waited for like 40 business days.
Okay.
Nothing
I was
happened.
About the last one.
We waited for like 40 business days. Absolutely nothing happened.
And then you mailed again.
I mailed that same person that said that they will reopen the case. I mailed the person. There was no response. I waited another 2 weeks to a month thereabout. I mailed them again, once again. More than 21 days, way more than 21 days have passed, and still nothing. And still nothing. After the third mail, the person, well, apparently, like I said, in everything you did, like in life, you just have to keep fighting, because the person responded to me like I was disturbing, but then there was results. It was more or less like, go to the ADR portal, that the result is there, and that's when they said that
Ryan has made payment.
Ryan has made payment, and it will come within 14 days. And
I was so happy. I was jumping. He was like, "No, calm down. Don't celebrate yet. Let's see the money first. Let's see the compensation first."
Because they told us 21 business days first. Now they're telling us 14 days. So one day while I was working here, I just saw an alert popped up on my phone. Boop, boop. In my opinion, we were still cheated, because if we were in the UK, we would have fought for hire.
But in the resolution, when there was a clause for us to go to court if we are not satisfied. But then again, we no longer stay in the UK.
Yeah.
And it would be like,
if we take them to court, who will represent us in court? Time difference. There are a whole lot of things that we put into consideration. And yeah, we accepted the 1.5, and we are gonna go on our vacation. Woo! So we got £1,500 from this ordeal. We got our payouts. We didn't go on our vacation, but we won. And essentially, whatever in life that happens to you, that you know you are on your ground, do not give up. Do not give up. Do not. We gave up, oh, but I guess the reason why it worked out for us is because we fought so hard
We fought
before
so
we gave
hard.
up. And the time we gave up, I mean, we had done everything we needed to do. That's why it
Yes.
still ended up in our favor.
Yes, and I think as adults, it's very important to know your human rights, to know when you're being trampled on, and also to know the right avenue to address things. Like if you had not known about the aviation ADR, would have lost all the money we spent.
Yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching. Do you resonate with our story? Is there any incident that has happened to you that you felt cheated? What did you do? Thank you for watching Fab Reality. Please remember to subscribe and turn on the notification bell. My name is Fabia once again, and this is my beautiful, beautiful, beautiful wife Helen.
Helen.
Peace.